Guys, this video is one I'm very excited to make because I can finally share something that has been in the works for months behind the scenes. I am hosting another tournament with Red Bull. The second edition of Red Bull Faster is starting today, April 3rd at 7 PM Central European Summertime. The event will begin with a special cup of the day on one of the 3 maps from the first map pack, and that cup of the day is also free to play. So you guys should all join and let's make it a big festival. Other than that, in this video, I'll be playing the 2 other maps from the map pack and telling you guys everything you need to know about the tournament. But without further ado, let's jump into Trackmania and show you guys the maps. Alright, so these are the 3 maps from the first map pack: Everest, Skate, and Obstacle. Obstacle is the cup of the day track, so not allowed to touch that one. But I'll be jumping in to the map Skate first. The maps are made by Waypoint Mapping. They're in their classic design, representing different sports that Red Bull are a part of. So if you guys saw this stunt where a Red Bull athlete drove down the biggest ramp in the world on a skateboard, this map is a tribute to that, as well as skating tricks in general. Look at this beautiful aesthetics on the car on the ramp to begin, and let's check it out. So you drop into the ramp here in the start, and then drive past a lot of scenery. You're now into the skate park fully, and you can do crazier tricks with a car than you can on a skateboard, I dare say. At least in Trackmania, that is true. And so you have some jumps up that are a little crazy. You have this ramp flip up into this ramp here, and then you have a big air where you jump and side flip onto the wooden ramp. You then drive in to the water slide, try to carry speed through this before you do a loop across here. And then you have a massive drift, difficult part here. You want to jump up on the obstacle to not get airtime. Then you jump to this ramp over here, and the risky route is to the left, where you do a loop, carry speed, and drop into a ramp here, driving to the finish, which is just where we started the map. So that is the map. Now let's talk a little bit more about the tournament itself. If you didn't watch Red Bull Faster last year, then you missed out, but I'll catch you up to speed. It's a 3-stage tournament on maps like these, where we have the best players in the world competing, because there's a $50,000 prize pool. Now, there's 3 stages. The first stage is time attack, so the players compete on 3 tracks, try to get the best combined personal best across the maps. The top 100 with their combined personal best from map 1, 2, and 3 go to stage 2. And that same top 100 group also get 100 euros each, so plenty of reasons to hunt these tracks when they release. You have until April 19th. After that, we have a knockout, same as last year. And then, guys, we have the in-person final, 16th of May, at the Amaze venue in Amsterdam. That venue takes a lot more spectators than the one we had previously, so I think there's about 500 tickets that are up for grabs. Definitely don't wait too long if you guys want to watch in person. I'll be there, and whichever top 8 Trackmania pros that qualify will also be there. Pictures, autographs, you can say hello, and just, you know, enjoy a great spectacle. Last year's final definitely was cinema to watch, with the plastic bounce deciding the final between Carl and Granati. All the tracks are, you know, quite difficult if you're a beginner, but you will have ample time to figure them out. And definitely try, even if you don't think you might stand a chance to win. I hope we get as many players as possible. That is something that Red Bull looks for when they do events like this, is how many people participate, not just how many people watch. So see if you can figure this one out. It is very jumpy and very transition heavy, but look how satisfying when you get a clean run into the ramp there at the end. That's the risky finish. There's also a safe finish to the side if you guys are struggling with that. Ramp flip, you can go to the linked checkpoint here and drive through a slow motion block, and that takes you to the finish as well. This is the first map, Skate, with, of course, the reference to the skate ramp that Red Bull did, the world's biggest skate ramp. So I think with that, let's check out the other map as well. The second map here, Everest, as the name suggests, we are at a very high summit. Red Bull did a viral video not too long ago where they had one of their athletes go skiing down the entire mountain. And so we made a tribute to that in Trackmania by having the car drive down the mountain. And that is what we're competing at. I'm gonna zoom out here as you can see. This is a really steep downhill track with some unique lines and tricks that you probably haven't seen on other maps. And I am so curious how the pros are going to be able to handle this. It starts with a reactor, and we've been looking for so many tricks here. It then goes into an ice slide, and we drive across snow. Then you drop into platform again, go through here past the little tent and villages. You ice slide past another patch of snow here. Got it a bit slowly, but we made it. Then you carefully balance your way onto this ridge. There's a drop down onto the ice. Up to another platform, and here there are two paths. You can go to the red path or the yellow path. Since I took red, I have to go red again, and I actually fell. We'll continue. Then you drop down again, and here there is another reactor booster, and don't worry, we've looked for tricks. Famous last words. And the ending, look at this, guys. You ice slide, you spin, so you can set up this ice slide, you spin, so you can set up this ice slide, and here you can straighten and go to the finish. We had a rail last year on Alpine, where the players had to balance on one rail, and that was like considered almost too crazy for pro play. This map is, I dare say, one of the hardest competitive maps of all time to be really consistent at. I think the player's gonna have to practice here a lot, but Red Bull loves pushing limits, and why would we host an event without pushing the players' limits to the test? That is kind of the fun of it. Can they handle this? I really think they can, and that this will make people step up to the challenge. Here's the yellow path. Taking the drop down immediately means you can now go straight here, then into the reactor part, and then the ice slides. So first one, spin, second one, spin, last one you can spin if you go too wide. That is a 102. I'm gonna tell you guys, this looks consistent right now when I'm playing it, but I am driving slowly. I think we'll see times here of well under sub 1 minute, so get excited for that. But yeah, other than the prize pool, $50,000, tickets on sale now, I'm not really sure what more you guys would want to know. We have several maps that are coming out after this too for stage 2 and stage 3. So in total, this event will have 8 maps played. And then of course we can hope that everybody streams their attempts like last time around. If you check the Trackmania category on Twitch, there should be plenty of pros live streaming their hunting, like Scrappy has said he's gonna stream it, Pack, Bren, Carl Jr., Mutta, lots of pros playing that I recommend you guys check out. Hopefully we have about a month of just fun Trackmania content happening, and feel free to make your predictions, you know, who you think is gonna win. We are a long way from the finals, but maybe you have a soul read. Carl Jr. won the last one. Is it gonna be Grenadi's time now after the plastic bounce incident last year? There are plastic bounces in the map, I can tell you guys. After last year's event, I've been getting so many questions. It's the most asked question in all my live streams is, will there be another Red Bull Faster? When will there be another Red Bull Faster? And I haven't been able to tell you guys yet, but it has been in the works the entire time. Let's do one more run here and see if we can get to the finish. Gonna go red path this time, drop down about there. Now we gotta go for an inside drop down here, and then drop down early, set up for the reactor, counter steer a bit. There is also a safe finish here if you guys struggle with the ice slide spins. And that is Everest. I mean, 102 is fine now. It won't be fine in the events. We're gonna see, I think sub 1 in time attack on this one, and I think around the same in knockouts. I can also pull up the trailer for you guys if you haven't seen. Maybe you can see a snapshot of the other maps as well. Yeah, guys, so this is the Red Bull Faster trailer. Activated, you saw a little beach there. That is one of the maps. Gives you wings on the car, I love that. Now we're on some futuristic narrow thing. I wonder what that's about. You saw the skate park temporarily. Open to everybody. It's pretty cool. It's pretty damn cool. So guys, if you want to play the Red Bull Faster maps, you can find them. They will be in the clubs tab, and then hit the Red Bull Faster club. If you don't see it, you can search for Red Bull Faster on space between each word, and then there should be a Red Bull Faster 2026 campaign. There should also be a liveries 2026, so you can find a skin in here if you want with the updated 2026 design. Very, very excited. Wanted to get this short video out just showing 2 of the maps. Like I said, the third one, Obstacle, that one will be available as a couple of day track at 7 PM today, Central European time, so go check that out. And overall, I really hope you guys are excited for the event. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I will see you guys once the event finally drops on my Twitch channel. So I'll be live streaming as the event starts, and we can talk more about the maps and everything then. See you guys in a couple hours. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great rest of your day.